This short-term rental tent has all the modern amenities of a 5-star luxury hotel, and it was about half the price to build. I'm going to talk about how much it costs to build and how much we make a year on today's episode of Bigger Stays. So I bought my glamping site land about 4 years ago, and I got about 10 acres with a 5% down loan because there's a house at the very front that we also used to renovate to easily finance the loan. It's a lot harder to finance land than it is a place with a house actually on the property, and you know the utilities are even closer to the property when you already have something there at the land. Getting utilities to a raw piece of land between road work, electricity, water, sewer, all the bells and whistles like that is extremely expensive. So I always recommend finding a piece of land that already has a property on it, because your chances of being able to get a loan and your utility costs are going to be much lower going forward. This is a Pacific Dome geodesic dome. It's 426 square feet on the inside, and I will take y'all in shortly. It cost about $18,000 with the steel frame and the 10-year canvas on the outside with shipping from Oregon. This company's been around for a long time, so I went with them because they had really good trusted reviews, and I knew that they were going to be able to build a product that lasts for longer than most of these other fly-by-night Alibaba Chinese geodomes as you can see online to buy for $2,000 or $3,000. I don't recommend that because you're going to run into way more problems than you even expect. Now, this property sits above a pond, and that was one of the main things I was looking for when I was looking for my site. Is I wanted a water feature on the property, so that way I could utilize the big bay window to showcase all the beauty of the property, and that's something people were going to visually want to see when they were waking up in the morning. I was able to get road work for about 400 yards. It cost me about $9,000. I was able to get a water well drilled for about $12,000 to be able to supply water to this property and our mirror house in the back that does even better, that I will make a video on very soon. Let me know in the comments if y'all want the mirror house breakdown for how much it costs and how much we make per year. And I'll have all types of B-roll popping up, but we also added a hot tub, a deck, a fire pit, a small putting green, a few other things like that. All the outdoor amenities that you see probably cost us about $20,000 to $25,000 to build. The electric pole that we got put in cost about $5,000 because we had electric kind of close to the property, and so it didn't cost too much to run the electric over here. When we got a septic tank that also is able to control the geodome and our mirror house as well, that was about $12,000, but it included the mirror house installation as well. The tank just by itself, if I had just done the geodome, would have been about $9,000 itself. Now, to have my plumber hook up all the water and septic inside the system, it was about another $3,000. And to have my electric hooked up all on the inside was about another $3,000. The deck that the geodome sits on cost us about $8,000 to do. I wish I would have went with a bigger deck and put everything on one piece of property, because then the other deck that I added later on with the hot tub was another $10,000 there. So in hindsight, that was something I definitely would have corrected, but you don't know what you don't know when you're building something super unique. Let's go inside and check out what else we have inside. So this geodome is about 16 to 17 feet high. Me and a couple of my friends actually put it together. So that's another expense you would have to account for if you are not used to putting together some type of weird structure, which we weren't, but we learned a lot and did a lot of research to figure it out. If you have friends, I would recommend doing that, because a lot of contractors might not want to touch putting up this type of structure, because then the liability falls on them. I probably paid about $2,000 in labor over a few days to a few of my friends helping me out to put this up. They would have done it for free, but I wanted people that were actually dedicated and going to show up. So sometimes you need to pay to play. We also have a 2-ton HVAC mini split inside this unit that is similar to a hotel. That costs us about $5,500 with the unit installation and everything else that's been set up. Another thing that you can notice that I'll show is we have the insulation liner now from Pacific Domes. Before, our first year, we did not have it. This is our second full year in operation. First year, we did not have it. We did fine. I'm in Houston, Texas. We did fine in the winter, but when the summer came around into August, it got pretty hot, and it's very hard to keep these domes cool. This liner cost about $8,000, but I will tell you, it was one of the best investments I made to make this more climate controlled than it's possibly that it could be, because these are tough to climate control these. And guests were not asking for refunds over different things because it was too cold or too hot. We have not had that issue at all. And that is something I highly recommend spending the money on, because I was nervous myself when I was looking into it, but it was probably the best money we've spent. As you can see, all the different B-roll I'll show. We have a memory foam queen mattress, a TV. We have a small kitchenette that I installed myself. The cabinets are from IKEA. The kitchenette itself was probably in the $3,000 range between the cabinets, the refrigerator, little coffee bar, and the microwave and some other things we have there. We have a few other chairs and, you know, nice things on the inside that we really like as far as aesthetics, because, you know, women really drive the glamping market. So that's something we really wanted to appeal to. We probably spent another $5,000 between everything else that we have in here that accents it. One thing that we spent a lot of money on is our bathroom. That was one thing I did not want to skip out on. We probably spent about $10,000 in our bathroom between the tile, the glass showers, shower head, vanity, water heater, toilet, all the things that are inside of there. That was something that I did that was a non-negotiable for me, though, was I was going to spend the money on the bathroom, and I do not regret it one bit because everybody loves a bathroom, and I got a great tile guy that did an amazing job in there, and it's holding up amazing. But now let's get into the nitty-gritty of it. Exactly what you're probably curious of is to how much do I make per night and over the year as a short-term rental with this Glamping Geodome. Now, by the time you add up all our costs, we probably were in for about $125,000, which is a lot. It is not cheap to start these, especially something really elegant like this. You can go much cheaper and probably end up in the $20,000 to $30,000 range, but you're not gonna have utilities, you're not gonna have the wow factor, and you're probably gonna be driving down a bottom dollar price in the $100 to $150 range. Our average daily rate in this property is $286 per night, and we are occupied, I think, about 83% of the year last I checked. Now, we could definitely lower our prices some and hit a higher occupancy rate, but I tend to find that 100% occupied usually is not the smartest thing for your short-term rental business, as you are probably leaving money on the table and the wear and tear on your property is not going to add up to what you're exactly charging with the breakage that you'll have and the utility fees and just the general customer service that you have to give for each different guest that comes in. We're about an hour outside of Houston, Texas, in a small area called Cold Spring, Texas. That is not a big vacation rental market. It is more of a regional or local vacation area between the lake that's nearby and the state park and national forest. I knew being by major metro hubs was going to allow an influx of guests to continuously come through for years to come. Our first full year in operation, we grossed about $90,000 on this geodome. And our second year, we were trending to do about the same exact number there. Now, from this, from a net operating income perspective, we probably get about $45,000 in income per year, probably closer to 50. We have a great cleaning team, and that is definitely where a lot of our expenses do go, but we have never had any problems with our cleans or our cleaning team showing up on time and doing the job they're supposed to do because we pay them well and we highly respect them. And that is one big person on your team that you can never underestimate how important they are for you. Find them, pay them well, and don't be afraid to keep increasing their pay if they're doing an amazing job and you want them to be your main focus. There's a lot of details that I didn't go into just for the sake of time, like how to get this commercially permitted with your county, how to market this type of property to not just rely on something like Airbnb to bring you guests, and how to operate as a 5-star hotel and get the same similar style of profit. If you want me to dive further into this or how to exactly start a glamping business, let us know in the comments below what you want to see with our Bigger Stays YouTube channel here at Bigger Pockets, and we'll keep covering everything you need to know to make your short-term rental a long-term success. See y'all next time. Check out one of these videos right here.